If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love Wnst.net.
Visitor here. We welcome Ryan Sebring in. Hey, Ryan. What's going on? How are you?
What's going on? Glad to be here. Thank you.
Good to have you aboard, man. And your background, you're doing some sports radio right now. You're buying some time. You're having your first show soon, but you've been out in the marketplace here trying to make this thing happen. You come from the corporate sales side of America, correct?
Absolutely. 13 and a half years of corporate finance, and I'm trying to get out of that and make something new here in the Great Depression, too. Make some changes.
The Great Depression, too. Until I'm in a soup line like my dad talked about, I can't talk about the... I'm still sitting on recession at this point. I haven't gone to the D word yet. But for you, where are you from? You North Hartford graduate?
Yes, 1990, North Hartford High School. Lived up by the Mason-Dixon line. Went to University of Maryland College Park. Graduated in 95.
All right, so you're a Terp through and through?
Absolutely, 100%.
So your background is... you're not old enough really to be Colts guy. So you're a Raven guy, you're Oriole guy, Terps guy, yes?
Well, Ravens are kind of my adopted AFC team, but that gap from 82 to 96 or whatever it was, actually was hard in like 1976, 77 to really get into Burt Jones and the 4-12 Colts. So I actually adopted another team that I'm not going to reveal right now because I don't want to alienate everyone, but let's suffice it to say the Ravens are my AFC team, and I can talk morning, noon, and night about the Ravens.
What year were you born?
1972.
72. So you remember when the Colts left then? You were
100%.
You were 11 or 12 years old. Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, the Colts actually had good teams in the 70s with Burt Jones. They weren't 4-12. They were actually more like 10-4 and playing big playoff games that they just weren't good enough in. But nonetheless, for you, background, doing sports radio, why sports radio? Why you? Why are you the right guy for this competition?
Well, because when I was in corporate finance, I wasn't going to separate myself from the pack doing that. It's like anyone that knows me knows I'm a high-energy guy and I talk sports. Anyone that's ever met me in my life, whether it's college, on vacation somewhere, it's like I make friends by talking sports.
It's been the story of my life, that's for sure.
And I'm still friends with those people. So I don't like dull people. So people that are passionate, energy, and have good wit, I'm still talking to them to this day because those are the people I like.
So you're most expert about what? What are the things that you follow the most in sports?
Well, obviously back in the day, through my whole life, it was all the core American sports, NFL, Major League Baseball, college football, basketball, et cetera, NHL, NBA. Honestly, I've kind of graduated on a little bit. I'd say my biggest passions now are international soccer and MMA.
Yeah, we got the Man U game on here right now on the TV. Everybody, we're watching it here.
Absolute pins and needles. I taped it.
Well, the best part of these games, they play in the middle of the afternoon on weekdays, so it gives you another thing you can sit and watch in the middle of the day.
Absolutely.
Especially these big matches, yeah.
And anyone that watched that Chelsea-Liverpool game yesterday, because I know Baltimore aren't big fans of soccer. But I think we could change that. That AC Milan-Chelsea game that's coming in July could help change that.
No doubt about it.
And I lived in D.C. for 9 years, and down there it's a very international. It's much more gentrified, and they love soccer down there.
You've gone to United games, or
100%.
Yeah,
season tickets.
Yeah, we went to the Beckham game last year. We're actually giving some tickets away here this week for United game. We're trying to do a bus trip down for the Beckham game in August. So yeah, we'll get some United going. And so you Caps too, and Bullets.
100%. Caps.
Wizards, I should say. I was calling them Bullets.
Honestly, my original core heroes were Tony Dorsett, Eddie Murray, and Julius Erving. So it wasn't really a Wizards guy necessarily. I was a Sixers guy, and then when Bias got drafted by the Celtics, I was just going to Benedict Arnold them and get right on board the Celtic bandwagon. But then I was kind of in the...
That lasted a day.
A day, yeah.
Exactly, a day. Not to laugh or make light of it, but yeah, I think a lot of people around here were ready to see Len Bias play next to Larry Bird and all that stuff.
And I've been watching the tape of a lot of people coming in for this competition, and it's like, I don't even think they were alive when Len Bias died. And if they were alive, they don't really remember him, and it's just like, it just seems like such a core thing to like win this competition to understand that, or, be the type of person who knew someone that went to all the Colts games at Memorial Stadium, went to 1,000 Oriole games at Memorial Stadium, and really knows like the core of Baltimore sports. And I think the young buck generation now that's on the Ravens bandwagon, it's like, they didn't watch Jim Palmer pitch, and it's just, that to me is like the real essence. And if anything, I feel like a fraud only being 36, acting like I know Baltimore sports.
Well, we're going to give you a chance to act like you know Baltimore sports, Ryan Sebring. So,
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love Wnst.net.